Post-game interviews are brought to you by
the Sportsplex at Metuchen, your local indoor sports facility. With leagues and classes, there's also open gym on the courts and turf. Just check their Instagram page for dates and times. Sportsplex at Metuchen.
Coach, it was a tough first half. You guys came out, basically both teams back and forth, moving up and down the field, got into the red zone. Nothing really happened until we got down to the end with a few seconds. We got a score there by Squillari, a 5-yard run. You go in at halftime, 7-0. Second half, talk to me about what the difference was. I mean, I know what I saw out there, but what was the difference with the second half play? I mean, we saw multiple formations, multiple looks.
We just talked to the guys about, coming alive and executing harder. We were a little sluggish, like you said, in the first half. Not executing the way we were supposed to, not executing the game plan as well as we wanted to till the middle of the second quarter. But just told the guys to take a deep breath and relax, not get too ahead of themselves, not get frustrated, and just slow the game down for themselves mentally and execute at a high level.
They're a physical football team. They come
Very
out,
physical.
They play hard. I mean, you guys matched that physicality tonight. And, of course, you matched them with some pretty good speed and play calling. Talked about the defensive efforts. You shut a team out.
It's a group effort. Coach Patron does an outstanding job getting these kids ready every single week. These kids believe in him. He teaches our defense in a way so they understand it. And, they don't think. They just play. And it's a total group effort. But a lot of that credit goes for Coach Patron and how he prepares our kids each and every week.
You guys, coming off a two wins in a row, you got over the hump from last year, and now you're 3 in a row, and you're moving into a different portion of your schedule. What's the focus now?
One game at a time. That's all we got to do. Game at a time, one day at a time. We're not looking ahead of anybody. All our opponents are very physical, very talented teams, and we don't have the luxury of taking anyone for granted. So it's just one day at a time, one opponent at a time, and right now our focus moves on to South River.
Well, you're 3-3. Congratulations, Coach, on your W.
Thank you.
Matt Resende, I'm sure you rushed for over 100 yards tonight, and certainly in that Wildcat formation in the second half. Talk to me about the Wildcat, because I'll tell you, you had one called back too. Talk about that action. I thought that was pretty impressive tonight.
Yeah, so we run that a lot in practice. We have our own period just for that. And, you practice how you play, so we get that going in practice a lot. We execute it completely as it should be. And when it comes game time, we're ready to go. We're ready to call anything out of that.
I think that had them on their heels. I'm sure they've seen you in the Wildcat, but, your cutback ability. Talk about the cutback ability and, of course, the guys up front blocking for you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like Joe said, like the coach said, it's all about the O-line. I mean, I get nothing without those guys up front. They do a great job for me out there. But sometimes you gotta scan the field. You gotta know where to cut back to. Either go with your blockers, you gotta come back sometimes, and that's what I did today.
You had a pretty good day on defense too. I mean, you and Squillari were having a field day coming up on supporting on the run and made it pretty tough for the opponent. They're a physical football team. What was the mindset coming in here?
Yeah, they're definitely a physical team, but it's definitely certain that Brearley's never going to back down from anything. We don't care who we line up against. We don't care what they do schematically, anything. We're ready for anything. So if you want, you can do whatever you want, but we're just going to come ready every time.
Well, you got your third one in a row now, so you've evened up your record, and you got a game talk. Coach is already talking about it. You're getting ready for next week, but it's one game at a time. And tell us what you have in your mind about next week's game, because I know you said you got something on your mind about having played those guys last year.
Yep, last year was it was a competitive game and it was a close game. That's one that hurt really bad last year, especially. So this year, yes, it's one game at a time, but also it's one day at a time. So every day at practice, we got to come ready. We got to be prepared for South River.
Congratulations on the W.
Thank you, sir.
Joe Squillari, talk to me about tonight's performance. It was back and forth in the first half. The guys both teams moved up and down the field, but came away, short in the end zone. And of course, just before halftime, you have a 5-yard run that got you guys started going in 7-0. Talk to me about that run.
Man, I could. That's all my blockers, man. We run that play all the time in practice. We always pound it, goal line period, and that's all my blockers. They're making those holes for me, and I'm just getting all the shine. It's really all them.
Listen, it's a team effort, like Coach says, and you guys were struggling early part of the season, had a losing record from last year, a lot of pressure on you guys, but you come back and have won now 3 games in a row, evened it up 3-3. Talk about the preparation and how you guys have stayed focused in on, doing what you had to do.
Yeah, all of us are a family. Like, I've been playing with these kids since the sandbox, as they say. So, yeah, we just work hard every day. Coach Platt's been amazing. He's instilled a great mindset into us. And, yeah, we just keep rolling. Every practice, I see improvement with us. And Brearley football for years to come, you're going to have to watch out.
So, you got another touchdown in the second half, and, of course, that was after the guy we're going to talk to in a few moments. Talk about the guys up front that, really are the guys you said were blocking for you all, the whole game.
Yeah, man, they've made big progress this year, those guys up front, I see it on film, I see it in practice, I see it everywhere, those guys. They make me and Matt's job a lot easier. We get those holes, and when you got an open hole, you get to the end zone, so those guys up front have made it a lot easier for us.
Well, listen, I want to congratulations on your win tonight, and
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you down the line.
All right, thank you, sir.